Shalom. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, down verse 1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. It says, howl ye, for the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as women that travail it. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames. Before I move any further, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you brothers out there that put on this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep. And to you brothers and sisters tuning in, Shalom. And today we're going to look at, what we're seeing on a macro and a micro level. Okay, macro being that we're seeing the fall of this wicked queendom. Okay, Edom. Okay. Great Babylon, America, okay, the so-called white man's empire, okay, and we're seeing it on a micro level, okay, which is we're seeing these everyday proud, Edomites, these so-called white people, the ones who oppress us on a lower level, such as the cops, such as your bosses at these different establishments or these corporations, okay, and the ones who oppress us when we walk into the store every day, have the cameras trained on us, okay, the ones that frisk our men and women, okay, the one that look at us with great disdain, okay, and especially those of us who are on the highway and the byway, okay, given the testimony of Yahushua Mashiach of the great destruction of this place, but also the redemption of the hopefully left, okay, the righteous of Yasharallah, so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, okay. And what we know here is that we're still under the curses, okay, but those curses are being lifted up, okay? Now, we can go into Deuteronomy 28, but I want to show you here, okay? And this is a kind of a list of the curses, okay, and how they work, in parallel with each other, okay? You have the curses that's on us, but then it's a blessing to Esau. So there's a few of these I want to take a look at, okay, because they stood out a little bit more, okay? And let's take a look at this one. It says, defeat enemies. Esau, he defeats all of his enemies, okay? This man, okay, blessing is a sword. So there's no one that really stands up to this man. No one stands up to this man. Now we know that's going to change, okay, pursuant to when the Medes are risen up by the Lord Yahweh Shai to go against this wicked queendom. But it says in the red, okay, which represents Yasharallah, so-called Black Americans and Latinos who are under the curses, defeated by enemies. Okay, we've been defeated by Esau many times. We're humiliated on a daily basis by the so-called white man, okay, and these other nations, these dogs, okay, have had pleasure in also defeating us too, financially, okay, socially, okay, and they've also been part of the co-conspirators of Esau to keep the nations of Yasharallah, okay, the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos in a continuous oppressive state, okay. Let's take a look at this, and it says, feared by other nations, okay? Filled with fear and despair. We are filled with fear and despair, okay? We're the one that wake up every day having to deal with what? Are we going to live to see tomorrow? Are we going to live to see the next day, okay? We have no guarantee of life here in Great Babylon, America, but that's about to change. And it says, be the head and not the tail. We are the tail and not the head. We're at the bottom, okay? But now we're seeing that these curses are now coming on these Edomites at the low state. You have massive layoff, okay, and horrible things that are starting to take place right now. Let's go into the book of Jeremiah 51 and 8, starting verse 8, and it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her, take bound for her, if so she may be healed, okay? Now, the thing about this is there's no prediction, no amount of prediction, no amount of analysis that will prepare Edom, Great Babylon, America, okay, for this fall. So these people right now, while they're in, this stressful situation, they're feeling anxiety, they're contemplating maybe suicide or taking extra of those volumes, the things that the drug dealer pharmacists like to give them, okay, they right now still they're clinging on to that hope, because this is what Esau gives them, okay, is that hope, because he's what? He's a liar, and he's lied to the entire earth, but mostly his people they really drink up the lie. And it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. For a judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. And so we are going to see this coming here on Great Babylon, America, because why? As this place started dwindle down, okay, financially. It starts to dwindle down more, even more so morally, okay. You'll see that the people that are here as the work disappear, okay, things are not going quite the way people expected it, okay. They're going to want to what? Leave, okay, which is going to take away a lot of the talent of this place, which is going to cause what? A ripple effect of these corporations starting to fall, because the average Edomite really is really a dumb motherfucker. Let's be realistic here. And any of you brothers out there, and you sisters who are listening, okay, know that for sure. We can run circles around them. We work 3 times harder. We actually are 4 to 6 times smarter than them, okay, but get half of their pay, okay. So this is the same reason why you see they give all the work over to what? The so-called Indians and the Asians and all those like that. Because why? They're a lot smarter. Esau isn't a base dumb ass for the most part. And his nation has been built up by what? Okay. People who've come over here, okay, looking for the opportunity, and also, of course, on the backs of us, okay, so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, okay, Yasharala, the slaves who built this empire. This is the book of Isaiah 19. And Psalm verse 14, it says, the Lord, Yahweh, Shemashai, had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. And they, of course, Egypt, which is another symbolic of Great Babylon, America, okay, spiritual Egypt, okay, to err in every work thereof as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. So this place, okay, decisions are not made, like in a masculine way or based on truth, okay, or with the intention, okay, of everyone, benefiting, okay. It's made out of wickedness, okay, because there's the Lord has put it in them to do what? His will, which is what? Eventually to lead them to their destruction, okay. But before they go into the destruction, of course, they're going to go through a lot of these perils and tribulation and stress and anguish, okay, before they're brought into slavery, okay, for 1,000 years and then put to death afterward. And says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, for America, which the head or tail. Remember when we went back to that Deuteronomy 28, okay, the curses, okay, who's the head right now? Esau, okay, and who's the tail? Us, okay. But right here, it is saying, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So all these people in their executive positions and, all the way down to the janitor, which is going to be us, there's just not going to be any work, okay? It's going to be a free for all, okay? Which we know, this is the reason why they're establishing that MOTB to say, okay, we're going to take care of you, okay? Which we know that's going to fail miserably, okay? Many of the brothers, have bought it out, okay? And how this is going to be, brought down, okay? So we're seeing here right now the stress, okay, of Great Babylon. We're seeing the stress at a micro level. We're looking at these everyday Edomites as they are stressing out. Now, you have to look at this now. Let's go into the book of 2 Corinthians, starting with verse 14. It says, be ye not equally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship had righteousness with unrighteous, and what communion had light with darkness? Now, the Lord is preparing this place for what? Destruction, okay? And we are right now in a situation, hopefully lack of Yasharala, Israel, okay, a so-called blacks, American, Latino, but the man of the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, who's out in the highway and byway bringing out this testimony, okay. We are in a privileged, okay, state in which we are actually understanding, or been given this truth to understand that there is a separate Israel, okay. There's a separate Yasharala, called the 2/3, okay, and they are unbelievers. Because why? They want to do what? They want to save Esau. They want to save a cracker, okay. Let's continue further here. It says, wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, said the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you and will be a father unto you, and you shall be my sons and daughters, said the Lord Almighty. Okay, so we are not to be clinging for these people, because see, as we start to see them stand to, have these stress and these anxiety, all of that stuff. Okay, we're going to see that the testimony, okay, is coming to pass. Okay, this place is being destroyed. Okay, this is the place, okay, that has humiliated us. Okay, kidnap us, rape us, murder us. Okay. And the Lord has a just judgment for this place. Let's go into the book of Isaiah 13. Okay, once again, and Psalm verse 15, it says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Okay, We know the 2/3 is going to join Esau. They believe the lies. Okay, they have something called Stockholm syndrome. Okay, and this Stockholm syndrome is just not a saying here. This is grievous because see, they don't remember the past. They don't want to. They want to believe in all the lies that Esau tell them. Okay, they want to join hands with them. Okay, and racism. There's good white people. Let's join hands. Come march with us. Okay, look, I'm taking a picture with the president. Okay, the damn devil. Okay, see. The man of the Lord has been set up to do what? We are not going to allow Esau to forget his transgression. We're not going to allow you to forget your wickedness. See, we're out there, and that's why we have those signs to show you. So anytime when these doggone, Edomites want to walk up, or Jacob want to walk up and go, well, can't we all get along? It's like, would you really want to get along with someone that's done this to you? See, we don't have Stockholm syndrome. Okay, what we have is a spirit, okay, of revenge, which is the Lord is going to put into us, and we're going to go into that. And it says, their children also should be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses should be spoiled and their wives ravaged. This is what's going to happen to you, doggone Stockholm syndrome, Jake. So there, see, these people don't care about you. Okay, they really don't. See, they get on drugs, and WPIs and all of that stuff like that. And of course, you want to save a cracker. That's what y'all want to do. Okay, because this is the queendom that y'all would like to continue. And it says, behold, I stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. So there's not going to be any bargaining. The Lord is setting up a destruction for this place. Okay, wives ravished, kids dashed to stones. Okay, there is going to be a great destruction. Okay, or great evaporation or deletion of these Edomites. And it says, their bows shall also dash a young man to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when power overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So guess what? You're an accessory. You doggone Stockholm syndrome Jakes are an accessory. And you guess what? Everything that was read there is going to take place, is going to happen to you because you are an accessory. See, we've already been told to be separate, when we go back into 2 Corinthians chapter 6, starting with verse 14, it says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteous? And y'all are unrighteous. And what communion with light with darkness? Y'all are in darkness, we are in the light. Okay, so so as long as we obey Yahweh Mashiach, guess what? Those swords are not going to be thrust to us. Those are going to be thrust to y'all, along with the doggone devil, the so-called white man. Okay, now you better listen to this very carefully here, because what these Edomites need to understand is this. Okay, there are men walking on this earth right now. Okay, you see them on the highway and the byway, and you see them, okay, putting up YouTube videos after videos after videos after videos, calling you out of your wickedness. Okay, that is looking forward to this. This is the book of Jeremiah 16:16. It says, behold, I will send many fishes, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. What do you see as fishes? What do fishes do? They catch fish. Okay, in this time, we are what? Fishermen that are trying to catch what? The hopefully elect. That's why we're out there. We're casting out our net. Who will hear this word? Okay, for the most part, we're prophesying to the wind, but every now and then, okay, someone will come by, okay, and that could be part of that hopefully elect. So we're doing the work that we are commanded to do. And it says, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters. Now you notice what he said. He sent many fishes out there, so there's a whole lot. And then he's going to send many hunters. And they shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill, and out of the holes of the rock. Because see, after work, you have to have fun. And the Lord, Yahweh Mashiach, is going to give us those powerful spiritual bodies, those powerful bodies that is going to come back here and wreak havoc, okay, to the survivors on this earth, okay, in particular Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, okay, you Amalekites who are digging yourself in the ground, okay, and that's why I describe it from every mountain, because we know you have those underground bases, okay. So we're going to come and get you, because this is part of what? The reward that we are going to get. So I wanted to bring this out because at the end of the day, you little red devils, you need to be afraid. Very, very, very afraid. Okay? You're just seeing the beginning of the end. Okay? You're just only experiencing, okay, a tad bit of what you're going to be going through in the heavenly kingdom. So with that, I'd like to close it by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you brothers that are putting the truth faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to brothers tuning in. Shalom.